Cool. Hey, everybody. It's Monday. Uh, Here to do some drafting. This last week, Alchemy cards for Edge of Eternities have been released, making this a much funkier format. I've seen a couple cards out of this from a friend drafting, and a couple friends drafting, actually, now that I think about it. But we get to. There's a couple in particular that I'm hoping to hit today. So, either hit as in play or hit as in get hit by. One of the two. But yeah, so Edge, we've got Alchemy, we've got our digital only cards that show up in the packs here, one per pack. They tend to be a little outrageous for limited at times. They tend to have some fun jokes in there. They tend to have some fun designs in there. They tend to have some hits and misses. I always have a little bit of disdain every time I see the like spell book, but I also really like Alchemy performs a strong function on Arena, twofold, that used to be done by like set 2 of a block, and that's seeing like revision 1.5 on a mechanic. What do you do with warp or void or station when it was already like we already had it designed and now we're going like past 2? What sort of funky things can we come up with? Sometimes it's digital only space, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just like, hey, here's a card that works. It also lets us have a little bit more space for some of our characters and legends and such within the set. Specifically, the Alchemy zone here has some of the legends from the side stories that weren't the main 11 that Seth wrote. These were stories about a scout finding an artifact left behind by the Drix. These are stories about these are stories about a Weft Weaver dealing with life, finding possible Eldrazi incursions. So let's go in here. We got Alchemy Limited, right? It doesn't say. I think the packs are different though, right? There I go. Yeah, the packs there are that. Aha! Yeah, here we are. Make sure we're in the right zone. We want to be doing nonsense today. Thank you. Yeah, like, and some of these I think are like cards that I'm glad that got into Mystery Booster 2, where it's like, don't work under like normal circumstances, but like very easily work if you just have a pile of stab wounds next to you. Every day you want to be doing. Again, inside me there are 2 wolves. On Alchemy days, one of the wolves is winning a little more. Alright, there's one card I want to see, and there's one card I'd like to draft. Everything else is new space we'll get to see. As is usual with Alchemy drafting, for one, I started earlier so I could try to fit 2 in, but I want to, if given the choice between like reasonable inset card and something that catches my eye in Alchemy, the Alchemy card basically always wins. Because that's what we're here for in this week. Won't 100% be the case if something outrageous shows up, an Ouroboros or that elegy of emptiness. But let's see. Let's see what we got. Our start is Void Call Devotee. When this creature attacks, Conjure a card named Cantor of the Refrain into your graveyard. Cantor of the Refrain says, 2-1 for 1, can't block. When you warp a creature, or when you warp a card, spell for its warp cost, return this into play, it gets +1/+0. So when this attacks with haste, because of that warp, it makes a Cantor. That's cool as hell. Also, this gets to a haste attack. Like this makes Red Tiger Mecha and eat it. I'd love to see Embrace Oblivion with something like this. Easy to sack the Cantors. Hider Blade. Also things that just like easy warp. We'll find a second color that hopefully goes along with it. Green is a good choice. Green would be great for both ramp and for some fun warp cards. The Devotee stuff is really interesting. Volatile Orbit. When this enchantment enters, if you control a planet, this enchantment deals 4 damage to any target. I'm sorry, if you control a planet when you play this, it's a 2-mana 4 damage spell to any target, including face. Sacrifice this enchantment, conjure a card of your choice with 8 counters on it. The spellbook in here just contains all the... It's what you think it is in there. This one feels like a bit more of a constructed piece, or maybe there's another card or two that work with this. I see Embrace Oblivion. I see Orbital Plunge. Both of these speak well to me. Red is a color I'd like to touch because it's got one of the cards I'm really interested in here. It's got some fine warp things to do, though, too. Embrace Oblivion would cut off black with the Void Collars. I'm going to go with the Orbital Plunge and try to make... Ooh, alright, we got the Delicacy. This is a really fine removal spell. We got Third Embrace. Orbital Plunge again here. I really like Dubious Delicacy because it's the removal spell on this is just fine, and the reach on this tends to win games, in addition to having some ways of recurring it or using it as a piece of metal. Easy pick here. Plunge would be fine too. Usually the expensive red kill spell in the set at common is not a card I'm impressed by. This is a mana cheaper and a damage higher. Alright, let's find some void cards. Okay, vote out. Wow. Okay, how many Embrace Oblivions are going around? Oblivion. Maybe that means we'll find them later because everybody will have enough. Grabbing the vote out, we got the Zookeeper Mechan. I like the Zookeeper as well. I want to find some warp cards to make the Devotee work. Melt Strider's Resolve is one that I've always been pretty impressed by. But I like Vote Out. I know that we've seen all the Oblivions, and they will be great with this, but I feel with 4 now, I feel like we can just... They'll show up, right? That's the 4th Oblivion. Yeah? You got it, boss. Litho Breaking, Storm Color. I actually really like Dauntless Scrapbot. This card is pretty good at being like a fine body and a lander. It's 2 pieces of metal. I'm gonna note that I don't have to be in red, with this. That's not the worst land. You're thinking of Meteor Crater. Reflecting Pool was a constructed all-star. Broke formats. Meteor Crater doesn't tap for mana. Buddy, thank you very much for the sub. Memorial Vault, sack another artifact, exile top of your deck where X is the sacked mana cost +1. I think I would rather go for Melded Moxite, try to get some more pieces on the board. The other cards in here of power or usability are reroute systems. Swarm Color is something I'm probably fine grabbing a copy of at some point too. Actually, that's a sack for the Void Caller friend. Maybe that's more impressive. No. I'm gonna go with this. Okay. Wow, we're seeing... Oh boy, we're one way around and we're seeing best in slot comments for white and blue and green still in here. That's a bit of a tragedy. It means we very much should be pivoting. if I'm pivoting, this is probably this. We haven't rotated yet. These choices are not informed by the oblivions we have passed. Until we have passed 8 packs, no choices that we have made will have affected anything that's occurred. No, nothing at all. It's not possible for us to have affected this. I'm pretty happy to have a couple Night Luminaries. Those are good warp cards. Perhaps we can find, we have some sack outlets like this to be able to use. Once we've picked this card, we will be at the rotation where our first pick will have affected the people's picks further out. With cards like this, I would like to see Embrace Oblivion still coming around. Starfighter Pilot, I don't... Ooh, I kind of like the Blade. A Starfighter Pilot also is a good 2. That actually might be more important than the Blade just to get us moving. We already have the Night Luminary as a good 2. The Blade can turn some games I've never seen, like, just to some aggressive lines. I'm gonna pick that up as an interesting piece there. All right, let's pick the rest here. It looks like, yeah, all right. Interesting. All right, let's see what pack 2 looks like. Do we get any more of our friends? Looks like we've got a Menon rare, All Fate Stalker. This is our Alchemy card in here, which is very cool, but I'm going to pass because the white card is way too powerful and 2-in on this. This is a really cool, like, Thoughtseize style effect that just turns a mana cost on a card to 5. The problem is that All Fate Stalker is a card I think is just, like, super cool, both as a removal spell and as, like, a warp piece. Something I'd be very happy to have. It makes me feel a lot better about the white in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this down. We'll make this work. We need to fix up the curve. Pain for All, Knight Honored Captain. What is this thing? This is... Damn, and now look at the red we're seeing. Terrapact, Bombard, Pain for All. Still got Knight Honored Captain as a fine 2. All 4 of those Embrace Oblivions did not make it around. Red is really... Arch Enemy Charm. Oh, this is a lot of really powerful stuff hanging out here. Arch Enemy Charm picks up 2 creatures, kills a creature, or gives a creature +2/+2 lifelink. Has there ever been a format where colorless, you mean in, like, Draft? Outside of, like, a world where, like, colorless is sort of, like, forced into a format, in like, cards having the text, this card is colorless, no, you would still be playing a color as far as a draft goes. Even, yeah, like, whenever you sacrifice Banishing Light, Grave, oh, goodness. The mana base on this is going to be the worst I've ever played. We had a vague sack thing going for the Evangel, but we don't have anything to sacrifice things to, because I passed the Oblivions. I'm going to try and stay off white. Wandering Femoral, Debris... Oh, never mind. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're just... we're having some problems with what our colors are. It's gonna be fine. Wedgelight Rammer, Whiffblade Enhancer... Halder Blade... Yeah, I just, like... the colors. I'm doing very poorly on color picking here. Oh, dang it. Okay. It's fine. Let's do. It's curious about artifacts coming in. I'm gonna pass on that. Okay. We have all the warp things. I basically I've been bouncing between 3 colors and they've all been here, which means that my deck is going to be really, really low power because a third of my picks have been in the color I'm not playing. How do I don't, there's not really a way to fix this. We just kind of have to hope that pack 3 gets us enough to finish up the deck. Okay, Void Forge, what's our... Get out of here. This is the card I wanted. This is actually the card I wanted. It makes Flame Tongue Kavu. Everything is awful forever. The best cards in here like Focus Fire and... Scout for Survivors, Bombard... The Evangel's pretty bad. The Void Caller's still going to be fine. We don't have any landers other than the Plunge, which is on a 4-cost card. Okay. Grab you. Hi, I still. How you doing? Hardlight Containment, Emergency Eject. Watery Grave, you're not the one I want to see, Watery Grave. I don't know what our artifact count is, if that's pickable. It's not 0. Probably more of these melded Moxites to get this going. Third Temple isn't fixing. This is a very cool alchemy card here. Two Suit Saver. That's the 8th Embrace Oblivion, which I still haven't picked any of. Okay. We still... The more I'm looking at this, the more I think it might have just been Boros, but there's no making that happen now. Crawler... Yeah. The actual thing here would have been to cut the black off after pack 1. As much as I want to be using the Void Caller Devotee. Our curve is not good, though. Okay, Pilot helps with that, though. Can we do that? Can I just cut this out and make this Boros? Drone, pilot, eject, stalkers, luminaries, and then like these are all low. Line security bombard. This is all removal up over here. 37. The black cards I'd want to play would be like Dubious Delicacy, Vote Out, and that's about it. I don't think I can splash for Mutinous Massacre. Oh, this curve sucks. Something about this set just turns me to mush. One of the Moxite. The pilot's like okay. I was really excited to do stuff with the Void Called Devotee. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Don't want to be playing Painful for All on 3. I want to be playing the Land Seeker on 4 and then Pain for All on it. That'll make it a lot more of a viable threat. Like removal spell, plus if you bop this, you get blasted, plus menace. Is my opponent here? Knock knock. I don't know that I'm connected to the game right now. I think if I was connected, there'd be a fuse going on. Okay, there it is. That was really weird. Didn't much like that. Alright, so they get lander on 2. So they get to play their 4 on 3. Okay, alright. Let's call in the Flame Tongue, Kavu. So when this comes into play, put a Flame Tongue Kavu in the top 8 cards of my deck at random. It costs 0. Somewhere in here is an FTK. Did you not pop your lander? Huh. Didn't pop their lander. Are they gonna sack it for a thing? What do we got? I'm gonna play this as the biggest body so we don't get hit by litho breaking. Yeah. Assumption was that they were going to litho break, which is why we didn't Night Luminary. Tanuk, and then they get to land, and they were trying to like save this for a double Tanuk turn. Okay. Well. Oh no. That shuffles the FTK. Let's make sure they can't draw here. I'm willing to sack the lander. We've got 2 other lander sources. And this is a very quick way to end the game. Menace threat with a removal spell backing it. Alright, they're gonna make 2 2/2s. Okay. The idea here is I get to kill both of them and get them for the bonk. They're pretty ramped up and have a huge hand. Hopefully we can use Orbital Plunge to kind of keep moving. Oh, if they're stuck playing you Social Engineering here, that's pretty good. Like, because just a 2/2 alone isn't a lot. We also have an FTK in the next, I think, 5 cards, right? There it is. That does mean I can just shoot the Cav Landseeker for, lethal damage, right? Actually. Can this hit our own? Yeah, alright. If you'll give me just a moment. Uh-huh. You've got a nice engine going here. It'd be a shame if, yeah. Bonk. It dealt excess damage, so we got the land. Okay, we get to do some fun, pain for all stuff. Justice. Scrapbot fixes this. So Scrapbot can go grab a planes. You have the 1/1 with flying and flash? Not haste. Alright. Okay, we got artifacts for days happening here. Let's see if our Scrapbot and friends can get us white mana to get us back up to these boosters and such. We'll have Focus Fire able to... Okay, we're using this. We can play a 4? What are you? No? No. No. What? When this creature enters or another artifact you control with 3... All artifact creatures you own. Okay. Land card, boy howdy, we are finding some alchemy nonsense over on this side of the table, huh? Okay. So every artifact creature they have is +1/+0, and will be +2/+0. So they just have a permanent +2/+0 on all their... And this is landfall, a land in their deck gains. When that land becomes tapped, draw a card. Okay. So now this is a 3-power flyer. Oof. Well... We're gonna sack this, because we, want to get the white mana off that. And then we're gonna go ahead and warp you in. Okay. So 3 cards in hand. This at least was a 1/0, or sorry, 1-power start. Light Luminary plus the... Oh! That's hilarious, because... Oh, God, it keeps happening, huh? Alright. Oh, boy. Okay, and that's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine. We are probably fine. I'm probably okay. I'm likely fine. You can't... I cannot stress to you how fine I am right now. Like, we are completely and utterly fine. Everything's okay. The everything's okay alarm is going off, and everything's okay right now. And here's another artifact, just in case we needed that alarm to go off a little more. Everything continues to be okay. Why do you have 3 power? Oh, you assigned damage with your toughness. Okay. Well, let's get you out of here. And then... let's block these 2. Gotta think about this. There's no, like... Can I get through with, like, the Land Seeker? Is there a way for us to... Yes, alright, hold on. I see the line. Okay. I need to draw Pain for All. I'm pretty sure I can win if I draw Pain for All. We just have to block like this. Go to 2. We go get a land out of the deck, and then we just draw it. Orbital Plunge, is that enough to change anything? Maybe. Okay. Everything's fine still. You don't have to worry, everything's still okay. I have a plan, I think. Dad, no, you can't, hands off trample. My plan. Okay, I no longer have a plan. Okay, well, I have a plan. It's fine. We have a plan. Okay? The plan is still here. We're still fine, I think. And by that I mean we don't have enough power even if we draw a pain for all. Because it'll be 3 damage plus. Okay, so if I go... I think saves is the correct word. I think we're still in this. Now, can we attack? Let's think about this. If they replay the Drix... They give trample... Drix could only trample in for 1. But we'd lose the Night Luminary. Okay, that's a 4-4 with trample flat. Anyway, crack this. Okay. What's your equip? 3? So... Their line is... just giving enough trample to get through here. Land is, I think, their best draw, because it would get them the Ice Cave Crasher. Okay. I think I do need to block with both here. So the problem we have is that they're going to be able to draw a billion cards. This, oh, alright, well, there was no block that saved us against that trick. Even triple blocking, we still take the trample over. Okay. I'm happy with the back of that game. Like, they didn't, like, they needed to just be a little bit more aggressive, and we were able to do some pivoting. We have 2 of the mock sites in the deck. I have to remember that for keeping cards in hand. What else do we want? The trumpet blasts on tap is just like, that's not a card I think is terribly playable in this format. There's not a ton of go wide for it. There's only like a couple cards that really get things going wide. Sure. Okay. Oh no! It's the best card in the format. By like a million miles, it's the best card in Alchemy.
That's right, it's Vampire Nighthawk.
What if all your creatures were Vampire Nighthawk?
Yeah.
You know, good. Like, just for free.
Death Touch and Lifelink every time they station it, huh?
Yes, and they can station it even after they, even after it's a creature. Also, it's very quick to become a creature.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We've got answers.
I'll do that soon, honestly, though, because, like, you know, the moment that they get sorcery speed.
Yes, I'm gonna wait until a creature is cast.
Understandable, yeah.
I don't have to, because if they're just gonna, you know, if they don't have creatures, I'm fine with that.
Also fair.
Are they just off color? Is that what's going on here? Thinking about the booster, but I want to leave up it. Okay, they are off. They were off color.
And now they have 5 mana and green and black. Tenderfoot.
Okay. Let's get you out of here.
Yeah, actually, this makes it even more sense to have waited for as long as possible, because if they were off color, then they would have loved the Lander token.
Yep. Let's just get you out of the way. And then you sack to high market. Gain 1 life. Alright, we don't have lethal with Zealous Display, but we have a removal piece for, like, big... Yeah, Vampire Nighthawks is such a good card. You can make this indestructible? Alright. Alright. Do you have something? Sure. That'll go on our flyer, thanks. So here's lethal. Okay.
So not quite lethal, but very close to it. Focus fire is a target creature, gets dealt damage, etc., etc. Also trumpet blast.
I'm so glad that they played. Yeah, Focus Fire needs us to have had them in combat for us to have been able. Like the reason they did that before blocks is because it gives reach. That way they'd be able to block the flyer. Yeah. But yeah, this thing here is like they played this and didn't play a creature for 3 turns. Thank goodness.
Yeah, because
so.
Woo, if they did.
To talk about the power of this card, one of the drawbacks that a spacecraft station has is you have to give up your defenses in order to power them, right? You gotta tap down. Your shields are down, no blockers. Gonna take some damage. Wait, what if my whole team had Death Touch lifelink? Well, now the fact that I take like 4 for tapping out and putting counters on this doesn't really matter anymore, because I'm just going to gain it all back very quickly. It also does it perpetually, which means that like, if they had used on this Sky Stinger, we remove it, it comes back. Also, it just is a Vampire Nighthawk.
Yeah, I mean when it comes into play proper, that is just Vampire Nighthawk. 2/3 flying Death Touch lifelink.
And the draft here was an absolute mess. I effectively ended up with a 3-color deck, and I just cut the first color. Pack 1, we ended up with some very cool black I really wanted to play. White and red showed up in equal measure in the follow-up packs, and I didn't realize that black had disappeared until a little too...
Night Luminary. Night Luminary. Night Luminary.
Reckless Charge.
Night Luminary.
Reckless
I mean,
Charge.
this has 4 playable spells in it, technically.
It also has
FTK.
Reckless Charge. I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah, I would too.
I like the idea of like all Fate Stalker flickering the FTK. All right. Sure, landfall, gain a life. Alright. Time to begin the march.
The knights come in.
Yeah, I can't block that. I'm not blocking that. You can play your land post-combat and do your 3. Flight deck coordinator, okay. Okay. In good news, the board will soon be ours. we're going to take a few lumps, and then we're going to play 1,001 once. And attacking will stop becoming an option on the ground. As long as they don't play the ship that gives every creature you control flying, we're good. What's that? The ship that gives all your creatures flying? Don't worry about it. That'd be a weird card for them to play. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
They're playing a full life gain deck, huh?
Yeah. Like, they're going to gain 3 life. Funny enough. No, that is going to work. Huh. That's not an...
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
That's
At the beginning
not...
of your end step.
Huh. Okay.
Alchemy,
This is a real card.
That's a real card.
This is a real card.
Be able to tell.
Interesting. I would have expected that not to go on the stack, just from like, you didn't have it hit at the end, but it was legal afterwards because Flight Deck Coordinator gained the last points of life. But it's not an if-then. It just has an if. There's no then. Like, it's not formatted as a intervening if on the clause.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, Night Luminaries are going to hold down the fort for the next forever. I will block your flight deck coordinator. That card I don't think is sticking around with Halia in play.
I mean, would you block both of these?
Like, team on the botanist.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like way overreaching, given that they could absolutely have combat tricks, though. You know.
They probably do is the thing. If they have a focus fire, let me go adjust this, see what the trick is. I think it's a focus fire.
Okay, yeah. In which case,
Triple
fine.
blocking
Yeah.
on this would have ended in the same. What the hell are you?
Ah,
No? Ooh, okay.
interesting though. Why did they warp that in at all?
They gained the third point of life.
Oh, right.
Gained
yes,
the
whenever another
third
creature
point of
comes
life. They get their draw.
in, yeah. Okay.
Now they have to landfall to play it, so they aren't going to get the doubler on it immediately.
That thing about controlling the board.
Okay. Kind of want to bombard Halia, but also bombard on the Might Form Harmonizer is...
That thing is gonna. I mean, we are basically they have an abyss coming in, is the thing, right? Like,
There's no point in using the All-Stalker to flicker Luminary when we have another Luminary in hand. I just don't want them to have card draw.
reasonable.
Yeah, there's like the we already have another Luminary in hand to warp, so we get the 1/1 off that. And if we can use this to flicker the FTK in a future turn, I'll feel way better about it. Is the like long-term hope. Like we can use Mindscure to get it there, and then try to find it with the Melded Moxite. And then if we can play multiple FTKs, this doesn't matter because this is a 4/4 base. If they just like double things attack, like we could just like yeah, it's the Abyss, but we have a billion 1/1s for a while, so we should be fine there.
Yeah. Thankfully, none of them grant trample.
Yeah, nothing.
None of them have trample either.
Yeah, nothing in board has trample base. If Flight Deck Coordinator comes in, I would block that with the 3/2. Well, yeah. I think Lash Whip Predator probably just gets the Abyss treatment no matter what here. Sure.
I'd be surprised if they didn't just kind of swing all in at this point, but
Thinking about it. Wow. Cowardice
Not
in your
at
heart?
all?
Cowardice in your heart,
that's
huh?
cowardice. Yeah.
Look, I know
Well, I
cowardice.
mean, hey, if our opponent is a coward, then we got an out.
Yeah, all right. That's fine by me.
Love to see a coward.
Okay.
Focus Fire also is
Yeah,
a very
9
good draw
points.
here with our 9 power. Yeah.
Even if they double the Harmonizer, we can still kill the Harmonizer in combat if that comes in for 8. I'm sorry, what the hell are you?
Okay. Pretty nasty.
Hello?
Here comes a like.
Hello?
I think you could probably get to like a 2020 pretty easily.
Okay. Alright, okay, okay. So every creature comes with a rampant growth from deck. Okay. That's fine. And then they're gonna play, yep, here comes a rampant growth, they're gonna double this. Yep,
Might Form Harmonizer.
There's no point in doubling anything else. They should just be like, because like doubling this just means I'm gonna block it with like a body.
Might Form
You know,
Moisturizer.
let's deal with your board.
Right. So that FTK is real important to get.
Yeah.
If you can help it.
Oh my god. All right, well.
That FTK is absolutely plan numero uno at the moment.
Okay.
The scrap bot like caused the game due to shuffle deck for some reason.
It does.
Yeah, okay. I was just like seeing like, oh, that's a bot you could put on the board. Hold on a second.
The lander does. It being played is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I suppose so. The eject works on non-land permanent, right?
It does, if we wanted to get rid of the world weave.
Yep.
It gives them a lander.
I mean, actually, non-land permanent, I think I would probably prefer to get rid of one of their major creatures.
I'm just gonna play this. We're not gonna use the lander. We're gonna, like, cowardice is still in our opponent's heart. The big problem we're gonna have is, like, long-term card quality with the World Weave. Like, deck thinning, it gets really easy very quickly with that. My thought here, though, is that, like, once we get to FTK, which is top 5 right now,
That's...
I couldn't care less.
Okay. That's totally fine, dog. Like... Why would they not target the Mock Site with that instead, if you're going to target one of those? The Mock Site is, you know, also 2 or less.
All right, I'm just going to pass. So we have cut propulsion to just kill a creature. I'm sitting here waiting for, like, you know, a trample trick, something to happen that all of a sudden breaks parity on this. Yeah, whatever.
It's whenever you cast a creature spell for World Weave, right?
Yeah, cast a creature spell.
Cast creature spell. Okay, not a creature comes into the battle.
Correct.
Which is good.
They're saving the landers for, like, activations.
The cowardice on your opponent, though, is unreasonable. I love it.
Yeah. Thinking about killing the World Weave now.
I think that's a reasonable choice. You have the mana to do it. You've got the Mock Site you wanted to.
I just don't want them to... I know that they have, like, 3 landers. The problem I have in my mind is that the long term on this game gets really bad. Thank you.
There he is.
I will cast with Ultra.
You want to cast it for 4, or you want to cast it for 0?
Hello, my name's FTK. We're here. Do you know how much?
Touch a Flame Tongue Kavu for $1? Flame Tongue Kavu for $2.
Blast it. Yeah, you can eat the lander. Why is the FTK 0? You may play it for 0 instead of the mana cost.
Mm-hmm. Doubles power only, not toughness. Nah, I'm assuming they're going to then crack the other one.
Yeah, I think they're doing this defensively.
Yes, they're going to be targeting all of their creatures as they can with their double power to make an attack in bad, without them knowing that we have 2 warp flickers of the FTK in our hand.
I can actually set up, like... God, no, non-assassin. I can't I can't do... We can't do the...
You can't do recursive loops on it, because this is in and of itself
Anyway.
An assassin.
Target FTK. So I'm not attacking because they made these big enough to, you know, fight.
Now, if this was loopable, for what it's worth, the FTK would eventually just kill everything.
Yes, including itself.
Because FTK is not a May.
The void! Consume everything! I'm so happy we've got, like, infinite Flame Tongue Kavus ready to go. This is what I wanted to... This is one of the things I wanted to draft in this, was I wanted to be able to FTK my opponent a bunch.
Yeah.
I was so excited to FTK at my opponent as many times as I could, you know? Hey, you know how I talked about the card that's like...
Huh.
You know that card I mentioned where it's the entire board game?
You certainly did.
Anyway, we're blasting the shit out of that. Oh. Anyway, so this card is a 3. It makes all your things gain Mega Pilot at instant speed. It's funny. Okay. Well.
I mean, if you use the warp 1 in your hand, that means you have Cup Propulsion up still as a play.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to play the Luminary instead or something like that. You're at 36 life. There's no reason to block. What are you doing?
I'll take trades on the board.
If they want to spend a trick on your 3/2, that's a fantastic trade for us.
Do they have equipment for 109 Captain to grab, I wonder? Okay.
3 damage, I'm at 36 life. I better block.
And then gain 1 more life. Alright, I'm just gonna play another Night Luminary. So I didn't attack with the 1/1s because they can. This thing has a make a 2/2 at instant speed right now.
Mm-hmm.
They also can go grab an equipment. What equipment? No. Wrath of God?
Oh, it's Seek, right? So they don't have.
No, this is a real card. This is just from the set.
Oh.
It just grabs a equipment.
Interesting.
This is an uncommon from the set that's made for the raise the alarm for the sack deck.
Did they not
the cat propulsion?
grab anything?
No, they did not. No, you see the cat. It's right here. This is the cat.
Yeah.
They're wrathing, right? They're wrathing. This is them playing Beyond the Quiet.
Sense, yeah.
This is them playing Beyond the Quiet. That's not Beyond the Quiet. That's way worse than Beyond the Quiet. Holy fuck. Okay. God, there's so many Wrath of Gods in this format. Fuck. Okay.
Alright.
So now they get their 2 Starfighter pilots. They can use those to turn on their things. They have a 10/10. We're dead next turn. I have to cut propulsion on one of the 2. I can't play anything because I need to leave up cut propulsion or I die to this. Hopefully they don't read me on that. Damn. Not that I could play around that in any way. They had enough of a board to force me to get things going. So they surveilled both times, kept the card on top. Okay. So I have to leave the cut propulsion up here instead of playing the All Faith Stalker because we need the ability to kill this right here, right now, or else we're dead. Deal 20 damage to it. We can use an All Faith Stalker to get rid of one of these. Or whatever big threat they have to follow up with. They've got 12 lands. Oh, okay. Alright. So that gets them another space, craft, and that gets them another 2/2. Then they can respond to that by making the... Okay, they didn't do that at least. They could have responded to that by making the 2/2 here. How big is this one? 5 power? Okay. Yeah, we're our no amount of flame tongues gets us out of this mess. Whew, It's very funny. There's some like outrageously powerful station stuff in here. And we're seeing basically all of it out of our opponent, which is nice. So the cards that really do, the Squadron Carrier is like all spacecraft have exhaust, make a pilot, the 2/2, that's avails. Also, you'll notice at the end of this, creatures you control have flying, as it's text at the bottom. There's also the Star Captain here, which makes you crew at +1, and also just goes and grabs a... No blocks. Okay. Yeah, counter on that. Then they're just gonna tap both our blockers. Okay. Okay.
Looks like it.
Yeah. But yeah, damn. I was ready for, like, Beyond. I was not ready for, the last of those. We got to flicker FTK. I was really happy to flicker FTK. I think I'm playing on a different level than opponents, though. They're out in space. Here I am, just moving around with my little flame tongue Kavu, having a good time. I'm pretty sure that flyer is only an uncommon. Welcome to Alchemy. Like, there's no such thing as, like, limited balance in this. There isn't. It's not here.
Yeah.
This all sucks. This looks bad, actually. I'm gonna keep the Zealots display, assuming that in 12 turns it's the way we win. Okay, well. It's time to play more Flame Tongue Kavu. You know, I really like the removal spells my hand has. Like, I could kill anything. They didn't sack the... Okay, that sucks, because that, like, is, like, double answered. Okay. Okay. Gain 3 life, draw. Okay. Lose life, draw 2. They don't want the land off that. I'm pretty sure our win con has nothing to do with this game going another 4 turns, so I'm being very aggressive on it.
Yeah.
Hello. They've got a kill spell for Mind Security. Yep. I can't play this. I can't play the FTK. Help. Help. We can't. Help. Help. It's stuck. Help. Help. They get to play a 6. Help. That one's too big. All right, we got to. It's fine. So yeah, this isn't optional. It has to. Okay, that's okay. Whatever you. So we take 4 here. Let's go ahead and make our Moxite. Bounce spell? Are we killing my tutu? I know you. Okay, you just have. Okay.
Wait. Is that a way to? Because still ETBs at end of turn, right? So the damage will still be marked on it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can go.
Counter target spell.
They don't have double blue up.
Do you want to show them that you have it, or do you want to keep that on as a yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm worried about trying it because I think they might have like some sort of removal.
Mm-hmm.
And we can build a board. We can use the All Fates to like get a blocker out of the way. If they want to attack, I'm fine with that. I still think we can be the one winning first. Like in a race rather than... Sure. That's... help. Okay, there's no world where this resolves, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're living in exactly the world I thought we were living in. Okay. Okay. We got a lot of nice 2/2s going on here.
Kind and gentle 2/2s.
Okay. I think they're going to sack the Galeblade to draw. They're not on a lot of action left, and we're on like a very tenuous board state. Never mind, the game is over.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. Let's get out of here. Ugh. I got to do FTK things, and it was absolutely not enough. But probably because I spent half of the draft drafting the wrong color. Alright.
That can happen, yeah.
Let's see if we can do something. I planned on 2. Let's go ahead and do 2 here. Ugh. Now that I'm on the FTKs happen, we can just get the nonsense black cards to actually flow. Oh god, Exemeron, thank you for gifting out 50 subs.
If you want, I'll read them for you, so you don't have to.
Yeah,
on draft.
Yeah, I appreciate
Congratulations,
it. Thank
Blackjack
you.
Attack, Crab Meats, King Crimson 17, Grow and Grover all the time, Typed Script, Tea Time, Golkarnik, Salai-chan, Genetic Scientist, Empress Myth, Big 666, You Are Pigs, Undersold, Palo, Ate the Princess, Grint, myself, Blue Eyed Rat, Jeebus Manor, Kaimont, Wild Antics, False Egobod, Duration 1, Tiers 84, Fader 5, Avjank, Samurai Hitman, General Yeti, SA, Spammy V, Zappa, Huzzah, Lannersong, Lannersong or Yannersong? I'm pretty sure it's in lowercase L. Cautious Optimist, Moogle Rush, F on 20, Derby Cryptid, Silly SP, Gargle Agent, Dude, Mr. Koibi, Shinku Tier 1, 8 Escape, Blighted Cliff Racer, Owl Shaped Vol,
Boom shakalaka.
Maru, Dark Mage Liam, Pabspool Falcon, Blazing Blade, Goldkin Drake, Jonas Pride, and Brewski.
Thank you, Nick.
But we got in the way of that while I was reading, and I had to adjust.
Thank you, Nick Everod, for the 50 subs. Thank you for summoning up a Monoist Gravliner. Let's get things rolling. We got Vampire Nighthawks. We're gonna
Vampire Nighthawk and Vampire Nighthawk and his friend Vampire Nighthawk all show up and they hang out.
So colors that I want to go with this. White has access to the best spacecraft liker stuff. So like that's great. Red has access to a lot of things that work well with like the bodies, the lifelink death touch. Honestly, I think this works well with basically. I think blue's maybe the one. No, blue actually. Honestly, I'm fine with everything. Like I can't push for Rug over Vampire Nighthawk. Okay.
Like Containment is a banishing effect.
Yeah, it's a like chain to the rocks, I guess, is the best thing for this.
Okay, yeah, but it's attached to a creature that you have, and it grants ward 1 to the creature that you use to banish it.
Yeah, we're gonna take the depressurize. We're gonna try and pull out
that's an on-color.
The on-color
there.
Yeah.
Still very useful. Good removal.
Yep. Try to make sure that black is ours, if nothing else. A lot of spacecraft going around here. Best cards in here are probably I don't
Oh,
actually-
that's enchant artifact, not enchant creature. My
yeah,
bad.
enchant creature would be like the sheltered by ghosts style stuff.
Yes.
Reroute systems, trajectory?
It's another good removal spell.
Yeah.
As is grab kill, as is
actually like Remnant, but I don't know how well it is that Vampire Knight ship? Yeah, we're starting with Vampire Knight ship.
Yep. We opened it, willed it into existence.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Tragic Trajectory. I think that's the card I find most interesting out of here. Fruit Salad Kung Fu, thanks for the bets.
Prototype X8
What are
or
you?
Deserted Temple.
What are you? Okay.
Robot Octopus.
This spell costs 1 less for each creature in your graveyard. When another creature enters, if you cast it, sacrifice it, conjure a duplicate of onto the battlefield. What? Hold on, what does this do? Whenever another creature you control enters, if you cast it, sacrifice it, make a duplicate of unplay. The duplicate's a robot. What does it do?
Okay, so that doesn't really do anything on itself, but they are artifact creatures.
I guess it makes
And
it
they're
double
in your
plays.
grave?
So it double does come into play effects.
Yeah.
It makes them all.
This is a weird card. For
I'm willing to
This,
gr-
is a card that you, like is telling you figure out how to combo with this piece because it doesn't do anything on its own.
I'm willing to grab it and see like if we find more things like that like coming in and leaving.
Yeah. I mean, you know what this card's
see-
best friend is?
That's right. It's Flametongue Kavu.
Oh, I was thinking Anti-Causal Vestige,
That-
but Flame
damn.
Kavu also works.
That's right. Like anything with coming to play, leave play, and like I'm just grabbing all the kill spells here. I can turn the elevator in us. Affinity for artifacts in your hand, huh? Okay.
Card names that could be found in either this this set or the Final Fantasy set.
Yeah.
Machinist Dismissal.
Prototype X8, I think, almost can be found in Final Fantasy. I'm gonna
I
grab.
mean, that's just Robot Ultros is what
Yeah,
you're looking at there.
right. I'm
Robultros.
not super interested in this because it's negate. I might grab the green in here because I think, especially like, I think the worm like this sort of stuff does well with the piece, the Graveliner. What are you? Draft a card from this thing's spellbook, which is
15 card spellbook. Ugh.
okay. I'm not. Grab a land. 1 mana of any color. Use it only to activate the effect on the land. We can also grab another worm. So this is Lay of the Land-ish. This is like grab a land for a land. Like 1 green, get a land. And then it's
I
like,
believe I've said this every single time I've hung out for Alchemy,
Yeah.
but I hate draft from spellbook. I think that this is the worst part of Alchemy.
agreed. I might grab it to see
Oh
what
yeah, even if these cards are interesting or neat, you are asking me in the middle of a draft where I have 20 seconds to pick a card here to read all 15 cards. You know?
Kill ship. It is exactly Hearthstone mechanic, and that's part of why I don't like it.
Yes.
I know that there are better cards in there, but I want to still grab more of the black to keep
Continue
it,
cutting black. Yeah.
which I'm not
The thing
sure.
is, there is definitely someone else playing black.
Yeah,
we've seen
We're not
cards
getting
that
very good stuff.
we're not getting the
back.
cards that are good that are back. Unfortunately, we're just getting these extras.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right. Prototype X8. When it enters the battlefield, sack it. If you cast a card for its warp cost, it becomes the thing permanently.
Yeah, you get to keep the.
Yeah.
Okay. Going around.
Halia, we just saw Halia, but we've not picked anything that works with Halia up to this point, so...
Yeah, embrace. What's our alchemy card in here? Oh, this thing.
Weapon Carrier?
The white
Yep,
in
that
here is
an uncommon.
unreal.
There is. As the one of the 2 colors we didn't touch at all.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to fight over this much white either.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure we also were seeing green and red come in at the last second there. So red is underpicked at the moment. That means someone's going to start picking it up here for sure.
Yeah.
White did vanish pretty quickly, so white is already being fought over.
Okay.
Green and blue, I think, are good ties for what we've already got. And blue, we already have a thing in it.
Yeah, like try to pick up some more pieces that work well with it.
And it feels like, the same number of people are playing green and blue at the table anyway, so it doesn't really matter which ones you're choosing of them.
Okay, this time we can
That's
play
the
the
charm.
Archenemy's Charm.
Mm-hmm.
Cryo Relic. Okay. Okay. We need creatures to go with this pile.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be playing X8. It doesn't gain strength power. That's so funny.
It has evolved.
This could be the one. Oh, it does have evolve.
It just has evolve, yeah.
Okay.
Germinating Worm, Mechanozoa, Beam Prospect.
This is really annoying in that I'm not pulled into either second color
Right.
we've chosen yet.
Clearly the answer is fight over white.
I think that means that just 4 people would get like bad decks at the end, you know?
Gravkill the second. Okay.
Entropic battle cruiser. Okay, it has Big Rim when it's +1.
Here's one of the other cool. When you discover, investigate,
Investigate, scry, surveil, or seek one or more cards. Every time you do card selection except for draw.
We want virus beetles with this.
Yes. You kind of want virus beetles regardless.
Yeah.
Back.
Okay, going with the creatures there over. Oh, okay. Actually, that's.
Peregrine Beckoner is pretty solid.
It's also nice with warp where we can use the creatures when we warp in. This is just the draw one.
I mean, it's nothing. I mean, the poison is so fake.
Okay.
Oh, Mechanozoa in last 3. That card's like playable.
Yeah. The blue and the green are both like.
Wow.
Get out of
White
here.
was.
Yeah. Hello.
A random land in your library.
Yes. So the way this works is that you pull.
I understand how it works. So it's like, yeah, it puts it on the land in your library. Ideally, you just go fetch it with.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lander is the way that it ends up working.
Yes.
Thinking about just grabbing Dubious Delicacy.
You're like, it's like there's just one other major black player at the table, and if there wasn't, we'd be able to play mono black and it would be pretty good. Network Marauder.
That's that thing. If I had... Yeah, this is the one that, like, makes all your artifact creatures huge, which we don't have any of right now, so it's not really a pick over, like, Umbercaller Zealot. This is, like, all the blue in the world, though. Yes, that impacts X8. Yes, because everything is an artifact with it. Treasure Trajectory again. Shrine's Resolve. More Life Seed. I feel like I have too much removal and not enough action. I just want more bodies. Thendar the Overminer. Whenever a non-basic land is put in the graveyard from play, its controller conjures a wastes. At the beginning of step, you control 2 or more tap land destroyed non-basic. Yeah, okay. That's pretty rad. Ooh, Felgrave Ship. Hello. I like this one a lot. Bioengineered Future. Felgrave Ship. Okay, we have... I feel like I need to play, like, every single real creature we have, because we have so many things that aren't creatures.
Yeah.
That's the reason the green in here is actually, like, way stronger than I think, or that it looks, because, like, the green in here is just the bodies that need to exist. Like, we gotta have them. I don't think I'm playing the blue. The specific reason is that I have no cards that generate landers. Like, we don't have any way of actually tutoring out. Like, Prototype X8 is a card that'd be really nice to be able to, like, flicker in it, like get it in on a lander. But, like, I don't have any. So if I'm fixing for it, it's, like, off of the Eumidian Life Seed, which... How many of these are blue? Stop. I don't want to read those. I don't want to, I don't want to know. I'm extremely not interested. All right. Blade, depressurize, beckoners, and then the green is just every creature we can possibly play. Like, the thing is, like, I'm fine with a spell book that's like, there's a very specific theme, and it's just like 5 cards that are all matching. This might as well be 15 random cards, like, I don't know, Terrain Generator and Plaza of Heroes. You know what Plaza of Heroes does, right? Like, no thanks. All right. think that Eulogist does anything. Well, it has one or two things that it does. What is the actual creature count? 13. Oh my god. Lantha do Lantha. Yeah. Like, they all have, like, effects so that the mana from it works on them, but, like... Rasta 99. They are partying like... I don't think so. If it's all 5 planets, I'd be fine with it. Okay. Do I keep that? Do I keep the Graph Kill? I'm gonna be a bit greedy. Alright.
It's fine, you're gonna grab Swamp 3 right here.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Stop. Okay.
This is
We love
a
so,
lot.
again, landers make this, it becomes a basic island in addition to its other types. So it becomes lander searchable no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you don't want that.
Yeah. Like, we might want to get it back with Grav Ship, but I don't think I want to draw it. Yep. These are not my favorite designs. Even the FTK card I was playing wasn't, where it's effectively this is eternal, like, just random, like, things in your deck are randomly the best thing you can draw sort of stuff, you know? That always, like, feels way too high-roll-y. Like, you know, you're making random things into islands, and if you draw them, you've drawn 2 extra cards on the game, and if you don't draw them, you have a 1/2 flyer. Okay. Then a trick. Sure. That's fine. That actually makes my turn way better. I was a lot more worried about the turn. But now we actually get to spend 4 mana, so... Okay, 5th land, it wasn't one that drew. Okay. Terrifying. Yep. Oh no, I've been owned. Okay, got past 3 land though. I don't think I want to spend the Zealot here, because the Zealot is here to threaten Halia. Opponent's at 9, but now they're able to make, if they can make enough bodies, Halia can get them out of corners. This needs 3 more. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yep. Okay. I am willing to trade with Halia here.
Reasonable. You don't want to let them keep drawing cards.
Yeah, I don't want them to be able to draw cards at all in here, if possible. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, goes away. Thinking if I need to vote out this assembler or not here.
They should have made an alchemy only version of Vote Out that just had Council's Judgment on it.
Islands do just have tap for blue, yes. That's just like text built into being an island. Okay. Surveil 2, draw 3. This is a refill.
Pretty solid refill.
Yeah. No, it gains the ability tap for blue, not like tap out of blue for each time it has this ability.
Yeah, no, it's in addition to. When a card gains the basic land type, it is capable of being tapped for that one kind of mana that basic land type produces. That is an ability that it has in addition to, and thus you are tapping it to do something in the first place. If you gave Gaia's Cradle the island subtype, it would be able to tap for, X amount of green, or tap for a single blue.
Yep. Okay. Opponent's at 6. Grav ship is a pretty big threat. This taps down. This is interesting because the 5/5 and the 2/2 both answer fine against Mechanozoa.
Yep. Yes,
Oh my God,
mainly
finally.
you're just getting
Finally
beaten to death with 1/1s in the air. Which they do have to block here, so. If you're going to do that, you do the +1/+1 counter variety, right?
Yeah.
They have single blue. There's not really much.
I was
you can do
checking
with
for,
single
like,
blue in this
if picking
format.
up creature, letting it trade and picking it up was going to be better.
Yeah, fair.
But going to 17, I think it's really good here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the worm is the abyss now.
Man, Cryogen Relic is like the best version
It's
of
so
one
good.
of those cards
It's
that's
so
been
good.
printed, like, ever. It's so good.
Okay. Adding 1/1 counters makes the Felgrav ship a lot weaker. What? What do you think your life total is? Whoops.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry.
A
I'm
smidge
so
early,
sorry.
but I mean,
no,
we
that,
don't know what their deck has.
No, that wasn't early. We untapped and hit them for 5. They left no blockers. They
That's
fucked.
what I'm saying is that
fucked
them
up.
swinging in and then choosing to do
Yeah.
that was early.
Yeah, they needed to bring, like, hold anything back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
If they just clicked attack all by reflex,
Yeah.
then yeah, obviously that was just a mess up on our end.
Yep. All right. We had also gained 7 life, which they might not have been accounting for, or gained 10 actually. We were like, we were at 7 the last turn. Yeah, attack all in the con button, of course. What is this? Creatures, please. I'm begging you. This deck needs like a virus beetle or two. Let's pick up just creatures. Creatures and/or planeswalkers. Cool. Okay. Alright, creatures have arrived. So they can crack their thingy for a land. Yep. Which is what they're gonna do. Third color? Or are you just gruel? Third color. Plains. I will not take forest, thank you very much. I refuse it. I understand it, and I refuse it. Okay. So I could have used depressurize to trade if they blocked there, which is why I went for the attack. I can't use it defensively to trade, but I can use it to, like, maybe turn off a fight. No, it wouldn't turn off diplomatic. Oh, white's... Is red your splash? Interesting. Oh, boy.
That's their splash. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, that dies to depressurize, thankfully.
Target yourself, please. Ah, okay. Well. Thank goodness. Okay.
Lawbringer can still block that?
Yeah, just like... Creature or spacecraft. So, threaten the block. If they've got... There's a number of cards in white that give the 1/1 counters that can threaten it back. The idea is with the Fell Graveship in play and the Beckoner, it's pretty easy for us to... That's it? Okay. Alright. That's strong in a long game because it's Chocobos, but, like, it keeps us... It keeps them off of this, so...
It is really funny that that exact card is in both of these sets back to back.
Yeah.
It just has warp in addition to, you know, that.
Okay. Thinking about what I want to do with this. Might be play Beckoner? I can warp Beckoner and warp Fate Maker. Playing Beckoner, honest to goodness, might be the line here. Oh. Okay, alright. So the line here, the reason I'm pushing this aggressively at them is that we have the Fate Maker to also help push here. Yes! Alright. Yep. Yeah. Swamp.
Love to see that right now, actually.
The +2/+2 lifelink trick part of it is the killer.
Yeah. And a stone.
I need to deal 10 damage, alright. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card, reset your life to 10 every turn. You got it, boss. Go to 10. Alright.
Alright. They dealt 5 damage to themselves.
Yeah, now we have to kill them in one shot.
Trix Fake Maker, does that put a... That puts a counter on something,
That puts
right?
a counter on something and hands off trampled everything with a 1/1 counter on it.
Okay. Something that can trample through the 5/4, ideally. If you put it on the Beckoner, they have no good block for it, basically.
Yeah.
They can double block and die anyway. If you put it on the Thawbringer, then, I mean, it's still...
Now remember the arch enemy
the
arch enemy charm will hand off
Yes.
trample as well.
+2/+2 and lifelink.
And trample, because anything with a 1/1 counter will have trample.
Right, so you want to do this with the Beckoner and the Thawbringer, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like, between those two. Because that's going to be the primary place where they're going to block, and that's where we can trample through.
Yeah. Let's
They're
see
gonna
double
put
block on the...
2/2 on the Thaw. They might do the double block, or... Interesting choice.
That's a free kill. If they don't think they're dying, it's a free kill.
Okay.
That's dead to hitting the accept button. Okay.
Yeah, so they've now done the math and realized, oh shit, I can't do the free kill. Never mind.
Doesn't charm also kill a guy? True. We're still killing them. Yeah. You're right. If we had just killed the Fate Maker, I think we just do it anyway. But here we go. +2 here. It's 4, 3, 3. Yeah. Here I am trying to do the most complex math for it, and it's like, well, what if you just killed the blocker? It's like, oh, you know.
I love when my opponent pays 5 mana to do nothing and take 5
So
damage.
here's the thing. That card.
Oh, that card is fantastic.
Holy shit!
I know that card is.
But
really
they
good,
went.
But
they
in
went,
this instance, it killed them.
They went. I will pay 7 mana to take 5 damage and pass the turn. There are many paths.
Yeah,
to
7
run. That's
mana.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. They needed to do anything else. I think they thought that their position was unassailable. Okay,
Yeah.
so Arch Enemy's Charm. It does cost triple black, and we have, like, problems with that. It also wins games, so that's nice.
It has won you 2 games in a row. Like, that card is really good.
Hidetsugu's second right versus the end stone. Hidetsugu hates this stone. Hidetsugu loves this stone. Yeah. If we didn't kill them, they got to untap, play a bunch of things, and ZJ Taylor, 85, born in the year 1985. Yeah, man.
Completely reasonable year.
We don't have any real creatures. So, a little awkward.
They're 40 this year.
Alright. Hello.
Beckoner can warp in.
Yeah. We could just do that.
You want to work really hard for a Vampire Knight.
I don't.
And, I mean, this also they get it perpetually, so when they warp back in, they'll still have it.
I'm just gonna wait.
That also gives you a tragic trajectory to be a 10 minus and minus,
Yeah,
which is also kind of nice.
That's what I'm waiting for, is if I need to spend this as big. I'm not gonna, like, whatever, this thing exists. But, like, if they play, like, a must-kill, okay, that's just a 2-2. Really?
Hey, do you want to give Fel Graveship that touch over time?
I do, but, like, we're just not. This is so bad.
Do you think you can't bring yourself to do it with both of them?
No, I want to save the other for, like, future usage.
Mm-hmm.
Either on, like, the grav ship itself, like, for I could have done it to get this on and then in.
Straight 3-color.
Yeah.
Swamp Plains Island.
Okay. Hull Carver. Station Port Security. Well.
We do have a Death Touch Lifelink 4/5 on the board, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
In addition to the Flyer 2/3 too.
We also have Fel Grav Ship to just pick up the Grav Liner if it dies.
Yeah. That's
if one or more tokens are created, double token make. Okay, what do you have the token makes here? Oh, you just needed a warp card. Okay. You did that because you needed a warp for your... Yeah, okay, I understand. Well...
grav ship, go pick that back up, warp it in, and then tap it to, crew the grav ship.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the Germinating Worm, but I don't think that's better than just the Beckoner. And then we warp in the...
It would be, I think... Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to make sure that has lifelink death touch. Like, yeah, now they like know it, but I want them to play out the. Oh, that's a. I found the thing I'm hitting with trajectory. Also, +0 and lifelink or in death touch your team. Let's go ahead and I need to warp something. Yeah, I have to warp something to be able to minus X, or do the big.
Were you thinking of tapping the grav liner to just get it online?
Yes, I was. I must save it as a treat. One more land, and we have Archenemy's Charm online at the same turn we play one of these Beckoners.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the Archenemy's Charm does have its fun lifelink death touch mode. Big thing with this is just that it's a 4/5 flyer. That's really its big effect. Blue? Are we using our splash here? What do we got? No, we're just playing the Sunborn. Okay. You got it.
And on single white, I don't know what they...
They did that specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Marblade.
They did have a way to get through it or something. Okay.
Okay. Okay, this is a great draw. Because I get to...
Can't exile the security with that, though, because we're one.
You can just exile this.
Yeah, fair. Reasonable. I was just saying, like, you can't get your...
Yeah. And we can't do this, like, super the way we want, but... we can do this.
There have been a lot of life swings back and forth in this game.
Yeah.
I believe you've killed your opponent already, and they've done, like, about 15 damage to you. Like...
They've hit pretty hard on us just as well. Okay. So they have a tapper. The idea here is we're gonna mix threats. So we give the grav ship a counter. It goes over the Savior's ability to trade. And now they can tap one with the security, but they can't tap both with the security. Okay. I'm fine. Like, if they have a trick, the Beckoner comes back. So I'm not super worried about that. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Welcome back.
I think they may have
Yeah.
noticed the other line attack on Beckoner.
Yeah, they just needed to, like, tap it. Because now we just have 2 Beckoners. That are lifelink Death Touch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play the Fate Maker. They'll tap the one that isn't Fate Aid. And we'll just hold up Grav Kill. I could Grav Kill the Star Power, but it doesn't produce lethal. So I don't care. The power of Vampire Nighthawk is so ridiculous. Alright. That removes their tapper. Yeah. That removed their tapper. So now we have Death Touch Trample. You know, everybody's favorite combination. Yeah. Everybody loves Trample Touch. Oh, okay, I'm very happy with my Alchemy experience getting me to be able to do both sides of what I wanted to do going into this, which was play Flame Tongue Kavu and play Vampire Nighthawk ship. I did want to do the stuff with the, like, the Void 1/1 drops in the grave, but, like, I'm fine without that. Yeah, everybody loves playing new cards like Flame Tongue Kavu. Everybody's favorite new card. Anyway. Oh, no. Well, that gets you a 2/2, I suppose. Alright. Drick's Fate Maker now has lifelink Death Touch. Hand off the Trample Touch. We've got Vote Out as removal here, because we can use Convoke. They probably are going to spend a kill spell here if they're on 4. But on the back foot, that's a good thing for us. Yep, there's the Vote Out. Alright, this is awkward. I don't have anything I want to do here. Alright.
I pop back in and I see that we are on exactly the same game plan as last time.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That needs to die. Right? Yeah, that needs to die now. Thankfully.
I've got a way to kill it.
Thankfully. Double checking that they're not dead. Okay. Just double checking. So the way that works, Ouroborite is pawn 1 counters where X is its own power on all creatures, including itself. So 1, then 2, then 4. On all creatures, including itself. Yeah. So, you know.
It is a horrifyingly powerful thing to let live more than 1 turn.
Yep.
It's already pretty powerful in 1 turn, because that's just, you know...
Okay.
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 Basically, format an Anthem when you play it the first time, and then
then the game ends. Yeah, we just have to hit the emergency meeting button before anything happens. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, if they can play it and then add a counter. Yeah, there's the quadratics. Yeah, if they can add a counter to it or do something immediately with it. Okay. This is playing some normal, just cards. We got things. They attack, they block, they kill. I don't know. Look, howdy. Here's the 2/2. Has 2 power, has 2 toughness. You know? Alright, sweet. Alright. Cool. Oh boy. Pile of bodies off of their chocobo racing. Interesting. Hey, guess what? Chocobo racing now illegal. No chocobos today. Thank you very much. Looking at Hand of 5 lands, trying to figure out how the hell to do anything about this. Ooh, okay. Looking at a hand of no lands? Did they get me? Wow. Okay, now breeding pool untapped. Uh-oh. Alright, then they're gonna +1/+1 counter it. Make it indestructible. Then we're gonna do it, throw it in the second airlock. Yeah, this is a normal land. Makes 2/2s. Means that in the long run they have like continuous board breaking business. What is that? What are you doing? Alright, I understand. Alright. Hey! Oh, this little fella. I'm sorry, is this a 2-mana fungal colossus? Uh-oh. Yeah, they're playing these. They got some differently named lands over here.
You got.
They found the
got
line.
hit with a pretty big kill ship.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a game where we just sort of had like really, really general cards, and that was it. Like I had some bodies with no text and some removal spells against a very cool set of things out of our opponent.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I mean, you're already 4 wins in.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
Yeah. Well, it's also something we knew with this deck is that a lot of our creatures are just bodies. They're just creatures. They don't really do cool things.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of the Lumen Stinger. Like we like having a game where like our
It's on the bottom of your deck.
Having a game where we draw like stuff like that is pretty normal. All right, Station Monitor. They want double spell, so we'll go ahead and play Umber Caller. Honor, and then another spell so they get a body out of this. And then another spell so they get a body out of this. Damn. Is this going to be the elusive 2-spell liker? That's wild. You know?
Yeah, because this is otherwise the archetype just really doesn't work very well in limited.
Now this is the most generic of creatures. Let's throw that away. Yeah, 3/2 for 2 with upside is so good. Oh! Uh-oh. I understand why our opponent... Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh, yeah. They are kicking your ass.
All right,
they are going fast.
Are you ready? Are you ready for a very cool combination? Check out my cool combination.
Here it comes.
Attacking.
Ugh. But now you get to surveil twice.
Anyway, hi, I'm back. No. That's too late to do anything. We need to find our big real cards.
That would become a 3/3 with that touch.
Yeah.
Basically. That's about it.
I'd rather like dig deeper to find our higher impact stuff. You know, our ships. But yeah, no, I can see, like, if you have, like... My grave! Oh well. I'm gonna get rid of the, Okay, that's fine. So they haven't played land 4, but I think their curve is like stops at 3, right? Like a deck like this.
Functionally, they're playing that as the stun rather than as the creature for the most part.
So this is okay. That's just go to 3.
Yeah, that's really bad because so Germinating Worm does gain you 2 life.
Yes.
Spell Grab Ship could block in the air if you manage to turn it on as well. You have a vote out in your hand.
Yeah.
So you can kill something on top of that. Grab Ship requires 8 to turn on, though.
Yeah. Could just be play Germinating Worm.
I think that's actually your best bet at the moment.
That's actually not good enough, right? Okay.
It lets you block the 2 things on the board, and you will get hit in the air for 2. So you go back down to 3. You'd lose your Thoughtbringer. You would then have just your 4/5 and your 4/4 on the board next turn. I think in the long run, you do still lose as you do that.
So I think that I need to... I think I need to do it this way. All of these lines I'm doing all lose to a removal spell.
Yeah. That was true regardless with the worm or not.
Everything I can think of loses to a removal spell, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to let them... I'm going to go this, because this is the most likely to get me the Fell Grav Ship. Okay, that'll get me too, because I can just put the counter on the 1/1 in the air.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, because the idea here is that, like, I warp in the worm, we do this, we get more, like, we can vote out and that, but they were playing really fast. I guess my attack was greedy, but... They made that work.
They did.
All right. Let's get this over the hump. I think we can get this over the hump. Yeah. If I don't attack with the 4-2, I have that back to block. It trades with the 3-1. Then we don't have any bodies left.
Yeah.
It's still
I think actually you still die the exact same way.
I think
Because I think you go down to 3 in the following turn regardless.
Yeah, but with one less, with the stun, it's really annoying there. The Felgrave ship I really want to have on, because if I can have a lifelinking flyer, that turns that game around.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand for sure.
All right. Okay. This is awkward as all hell, but you know, it's got our game winners.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ride.
A 4-1 defender. Hey. Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 4-1 defender, which I always think of it, like, this and the Death Toucher are very funny to both be in the set, but this one, like, obviously
True.
Cruise in a funkier way. Okay, wank.
Fun lands.
These are fun lands. Okay. Oh, look at this, buddy. Oh my god.
It's a really good alligator.
All right. What do you have?
Single white. Instant speed.
Oh, indestructible. Shield, deal 2 damage to a tapped creature or indestructible. Reroute, yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Anyway, let's begin. I'm happy spending that on a board presence piece rather than a, Okay. This land situation's awkward. If they have a kill spell for this 3-3, we're in a really bad spot.
They have a kill spell for this 3-3.
This is, like, we just don't have anything because I'm stuck on so few lands.
Yeah, they have run out of gas for the most part, and if you do play down another 3-3 lifelinker, that's enough for you to not know. There we go.
No, that doesn't stick. That just tutors. Does a tutor a real 1-1 though? Not just a land. Okay. So we need something playable at the first place. Okay.
The Fate Maker does let you live on board, but
yeah, I think that's got to be it. Again, if they have a kill spell, whatever. But like,
As a 4/3, it gains you 4 life. You block one of their 2-power things with it.
yeah. And they have 1 unknown card in hand. It's a flyer, so like that's good.
Yep.
But we can grav kill it.
Arch Enemy's Charm is a thing that we have access to, thankfully.
Yes. If I'm them, I attack for 3. I attack with exactly Light Luminary, I think. Night Luminary, I think. Okay.
Getting another creature right now is so good.
Yeah, yeah. God.
Especially one that gives you your flyer.
I think I play the most expensive one, turn this on, and then make the flyer.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Next turn, I think we finally get to move in.
And the charm.
Yep.
You have the grav ship, but I don't know.
I think here I am willing to trade.
Yeah, you still have your 2 lifelinkers. Lifelink trample touchers.
Yes.
Too, is worth noting.
Yes. Okay.
Obviously, the 4/1 can kill either of these in combat. Only get to save one of these.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep the trample, or do you want to keep the 1+1 power?
I think we want to keep the power right now.
It gains you more life.
Yeah. Like... They have priority for companion. A kill spell on the Fate Maker would actually be the most brutal play right there. Because we would lose trample and we would gain 0 life and die.
Yep.
We opened ourselves up to a little bit of a maneuver. It's fine. It could have been worse. That thing's terrifying. Okay.
You can pick up 2 things with Arch Enemy's Charm, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Uh-huh. Actually.
All right, we have you've managed to fully equalize this like game state.
Yep.
They have 2 more lands. We have the same number of creatures. We have roughly the same amount of health.
Yeah, I'm willing to trade off you and nothing else. Okay. So land. Because we get to go grab ship. set up for next turn. So they're gonna come in.
They didn't attack him with the 2/1 that gains a life.
No, see, so that has a when it can tap to put something on the bottom of the library, like.
Interesting.
Yeah,
it fetches something from your.
Well, it can counter
graveyard to you. Yeah. Okay.
Graveyard to bottom of the deck, so it can counter the Archenemy Charm. Okay.
Land?
Really? All right. Sure. The reason I didn't pre-combat the Stinger and attack with it, yeah, like that, is because I wanted to leave up Archenemy Charm and then like the post-combat on it, which would be more valuable. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna give it, you know.
Just lifelink. It already had that touch.
Hmm. Alright. Archenemy Charm, pick up. Drix, pick up. Thawbringer? Reckoning? Anyway. I think we've gained like 40 life.
Yeah, you've gained a lot of life this game.
We've been fighting from the back foot with the, yeah, okay, all right, we're gone.
That card is. I understand why you. I mean, I didn't need to see it in action to know it was going to be really fucking good. But like, you know, it being in action really shows why this was the first pick, and we popped off hard to see it.
Yeah. All right, we made it over the hill. Hey,
Gremlin Tamer.
Been a while.
Miss has a lot of unintentional infinites built into her because that's not a May.
They put Enchanted Evening in the EDH deck with it. Those were intentional infinites.
Yeah, it's intentional.
Which is weird.
Putting yourself into an infinite mandatory draw state is a weird thing.
Yo.
Pupa on 1, let's go.
Pupa on 1? Oh my god, Pupa on 1, Germinating Worm on 2?
I'm going to remember basically most cards from Duskmourn for a number of different reasons. 1, that set was fun as hell. 2, that set is warp and constructed pretty hard in most ways.
Check this out. We get the Thawbringer. We get to Beckoner. We get so much here. Oh my god.
Doesn't get any keywords yet. It does gain a lot of power though. It becomes a 5/5.
Yeah.
As you go.
Am I attacking into this? This thing's so nuts. I think I'm willing to trade my...
Well, if they don't choose to block with it, you know, it has menace. They can just swing past you still.
Yeah. I think I outcurve you. Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh! 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 Oh.
Oh, thank God.
Whew.
I was about to say, oh, we need a removal spell yesterday.
Okay. Let's, huh. Whew. We still have to pay the ward on this idiot, by the way.
Yep. Discard a card. And we can ditch this forest, though. It's not that big of a deal.
It sucks because we have 2 5s, but...
Yeah, but we're also going to be swinging in here for half of their life total, you know?
Yeah.
Also, they're on 2. They didn't make a land play.
A little bit more than half their life total, actually.
Yes.
Anyway, any land draw gets us these 5s. They did miss a land in there. Oh, well.
Yep. They just drew that plains.
So, kill spell.
So here's the thing. They can play something, get their Vampire Nighthawk.
Yeah, because the Vampire Nighthawk only needs 2 more power to turn on. It's ridiculous. It's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
So they're gonna
Which they do want to do, right?
Yeah.
Like,
they kind of have to, or else things are pretty bad.
they'll have to trade it too, which is, you know, something
Yes.
that they definitely don't want to have to do, but they will have to.
Oh my God.
Archenemy's Charm.
Archenemy's Charm. Goodbye. Archenemy's Charm, as is tradition, wins the game.
Man, they did
I
not
am
miss
terrified.
their
Yeah. Oh my God, our opponent has like the most. Like, here's the thing, our opponent's curve, terrifying. Look at this card. You know, Death Touch, Lifelink, Menace, Ward, discard a card. The thing was that we started with a 1-mana 4/4, so on the play, thank goodness.
Yes.
Without this, we're not even close to winning this game. Like, oh, okay, all right. Archenemy's Charm. It's really good. All right. For the first time in this set, let's hit maximum magic. Thank you, Vampire Nighthawk. I'm glad I got to FTK. Ah, bike. We play really awkwardly. Like, this is a 17 land deck that plays like a 15 land deck. It's great. Alright. I am liable to just play that Felgraf ship nude, if need be. Oh boy. Brood Astronomer. When this enters, sack a land to draft a planet. No thank you. I know I have a 2 I could play there, but like, I can't leave the mana dork to live. What did you sack for that? A forest, okay. Alright. They did not play anything on 3, which means they were relying on the mana from the mana dork, which is good for us. We need to be a little bit aggressive. Okay. If we can grav kill that, I guess? Yeah, alright. I think the plan here is, if I just play a kill spell on their next 3 plays in succession, we win. Another... Fine. This is fine, because Felgraf Ship will pick it up. Though, I don't think I'm playing Felgraf Ship here. I think I'm playing Thawbringer. I will take the forest, thank you. Alright, we have 2-turn lethal in play. That goes and grabs a ship. Alright. Do you have a bite? Damn, alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. 4 cards in hand. They still haven't made land 5. I guess we hadn't either. We were both on 4 lands. So they can make some big plays now. My hope is that they just have like a one-off big thing. And the Fell Grav Ship can get over them over time. Yeah, that's a one-off big thing. Kind of annoying for the Fell Grav Ship. Really? Okay. I don't believe that my opponent's in a world where they should be attacking. Okay. What's in our grave? Thawbringer. Okay. I kind of want to trade off the Fell Grav Ship so I can pick it up with Arch Enemy's Charm. I shouldn't have... No, I shouldn't have turned it on, I guess. No, we can't pick it up with Arch Enemy's Charm, so we have to save it with Arch Enemy's Charm, because it's a... This is not creature while it's in the grave. Okay. Thinking that way, then... I'm gonna leave the trajectory for if we, like, if they equip. If their equip is the only real play they have, we can just sack Umbral Caller, sack the Bloomer. Or if we draw anything that we could warp here, we win on the spot by killing those. Right? Because they can't attack. If we just draw a thing we can sacrifice. Well, that's not a thing we can sacrifice. Let's go ahead and eat the Stinger. I'll take the Worm here. Alright. We have 2 lethal threats. 6th land? Does that open anything up? They were on a Quip last turn, so I don't believe they have much. Yeah. For honor. Do you know what? That you can see how tall this thing is. Not tall enough to have reach. This is a cool card. I like this one. For honor. Okay, well. I got to do everything I wanted in Alchemy. Basically.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I wanted to do a little bit more with... Here, I'm going to go ahead and open some Alchemy cards to talk about some of them while we finish things up here. But that's not... I don't want the store.
So it was 2-3 and then 7-2, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 38 packs of regular Edge of Eternities.
I haven't opened them yet. So the other thing I was interested in was this Cantor deck. Because check out this card. Song of Point Prime. Edict your opponent, which is fine in this format. Conjure a card named Cantor the Frame in your grave. Cantor the Frame, when you...
Edict for 2, by the way.
Yeah, just Edict, sorcery speed, so, like, a little worse than, like, what you would get for Edicting. But, so the Cantor, by the way, like, has this, like, rad, like, the very rad art on both sides of this with it. But, like, this is, like, when you cast a warp spell, it brings back the Cantor. It brings back all the Cantors. And they get +1/+0. So,
yeah,
like, that was what I wanted to build in with the specific rare we had in draft 1, but we ended up with Mind Security, which makes the FTK.
You opened up 3 of these across the whole of these packs.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And Mind Security. We saw the Hydroponics Architect, which did play out in that game. Did play out exactly like an Eternal card where they attacked with this like 7 times and then never drew any of the lands that hit.
Yep.
So,
yeah, these random land ones are definitely based off of getting landers.
Yes,
to pick them
landers
up,
to pick them up.
just draw them naturally.
The Cantors are meant. I mean, that makes sense. These are really cheap, and there's some really strong cards to use with them, right? Like, I could see like a deck built around these being pretty damn good because they're Savannah Lions. I guess they can't block, but they're better than Savannah Lions. Like the moment they start recurring, and then like you just have a lot of bodies to recur. So, this Marauder scares the hell out of me, because it's your all artifact creatures you have forever.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, we saw out of our opponent who was playing the ships. The Seek on this makes this card. Just have like draw as its effect on the bottom there, which is very good for it.
Gravitic Herald.
This card whips. When this enters Seek a non-land 3 or less, it gains Warp 0, you lose 2 life. Effectively cascade into a warp. Like, cascade a card, it warps it, rather than anything else.
Yep.
And, like, that could be really rad. You draw a card, at worst case.
And you do functionally draw the card, because the, well, I mean, you draw the card because you seeked it, first and foremost. And then also when you play it for the Warp 0, it's still playable for exactly the cost it had to begin with. So.
Yeah, and if it's something that, like, warps, Okay, here's a question. Now, warp has no effect on because it seeks a non-land permanent. Okay, so yeah, warp. We need to have like a come in or something like that for it to do anything. But like you can warp on non-creatures was the big thing I was thinking about there. So like something like this Seed, Marauder, no. Flying Haste, Fire Breathing. At the beginning of combat, make a random creature with mana value X. It gains haste, exile, and end step.
Huh.
So, like, make a Momir for X, where X is its power. That's cute. Prototype.
Have they done... Momir in Arena can grab Alchemy cards, right?
Yeah, it's like I think they actually set they can set the like Momir to be more or less. Here's the only other sliver. Hi, I guess there is a sliver in the bonus sheet too, but this has the sliver spell book. Just here's some, I don't know, some slivers. Oh, here's some slivers. Okay, cool. Anyway.
Saving those for a rainy day.
Oh yeah, just who knows? Like, could be useful someday. Just to open those.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was exactly what I wanted out of Alchemy. That is 100% what I wanted to have out of Alchemy. I got Flame Tongue. I got to play Vampire Nighthawk ship. Can't ask for more than that. So, all right. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Doc, for jumping in here. Glad to have you. And thank you, everybody. If you want to catch more, you can always follow. See when we go live. You can follow. You can subscribe as well. Thank you, Nick Themeron, for the 50 subs. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you for pulling up the the ship. I'm glad our second draft played more consistently than our first. So
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, thank you all for joining. Yeah, nothing planned for tomorrow. The rest of the streams throughout the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for Dragon Quest, Like a Dragon, and Slay the Spire. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.